Surprise, motherfuckers. Uh, this is a surprise for the Hobies podcast.
Oh my god!
Probably the
How long?
only.
How long do
The
these
only.
things usually go?
There's no time limit, bro. It's my podcast.
Is there a minimum?
Uh, there's no rules, and so this was something that I wanted to try. And again, if it doesn't work, it's just an opportunity to talk to y'all motherfuckers again. And so we shall see. But yeah, man, I wanted to hear from y'all, and I wanted to record this because this is the life I live. Blair is seeming questionable about it, but which is
No, I'm
fine.
into it, man. Let's do it. We're
But
doing
also,
it.
but also, I'm thinking that if there's anything like too personal, we can hold off. And if anything gets too wild, because we've been through some wild shit, we can edit that out as well. And also, you got somewhere to be? Like you got a time limit?
Um, Not necessarily. I mean, we're just watching football, right? What about Nora? Do you have anywhere to be?
Nowhere to be.
Man, you don't got nowhere to be, dog. You acting like you got some shit to do. Like, is there a time limit to this shit? The Eagles gonna win.
No,
Like,
I mean,
you'll
I
be all
just,
right.
I just wasn't sure what to expect, but happy to talk to you, Ian.
Exactly, bro. You never know what to expect with me.
Where,
This
where
feels
are you
good.
at?
I got
Are you at the crib?
this is actually my friend and neighbor's house, and my
Oh
boss.
yeah, I think you told me about her.
Yes, Leisha. She's an amazing woman. And actually, so I work with a project, our company as well. And they're actually on their way to a city called Cuenca, which is like 6 hours away from us. And they're on this big job. It's like a two week job. It's like land renovation where they're like, planting a bunch of trees, tearing shit down, planting shit, adding compost, adding irrigation systems. So like me, my girl, and two other people on our team are taking care of our land. So that
That's
is
what's
what it
up.
is.
What does that entail?
Taking care of the land. Mostly just water and a bunch of different things. The one woman, Lori, she's gonna like feed the dogs, the chickens, and the turkeys, and the fish. But I only gotta just worry about water and certain things.
We got a dog here too.
Who's the homie? I feel like I've seen this dog. What up, pup?
Ah, that's Will Wilson.
Wilson. So yo, I gotta get right into it, bro. You're about to be a father.
That's right.
How do you feel about that?
I wouldn't say it's fully hit me, but I'm excited.
I'm excited.
And yeah, takes a village. So we got Nori, Uncle Nor, help babysit whenever we need. Yeah, I mean I think it's like the due date is basically 2 weeks. So
Damn, bro.
yeah, it's like right around the corner. It's one of those things where, it's like 10 months away and then which is an interesting thing. I always thought it was 9 months. Apparently a full term pregnancy is 10 months.
That's bullshit.
What's the extra month?
I don't know. It's 40 weeks.
Interesting.
Somebody lied to you.
Someone lied to me when they talked about 9 months.
No
Someone lied
way,
to you.
bro. There's no fucking way a pregnancy is 10 months.
Bro, I'm literally having a fucking kid in 2 weeks. Wouldn't you think that I would know? It's been
No,
9 months.
I don't. What? All right. Well, we're gonna have to confirm that later, but that's absurd.
You gotta
I
do
mean,
you have like a producer over there that can like put it in the show notes?
I shall. Well, I mean, they did tell us that like Christopher Columbus discovered America, so like,
This is
right?
true.
True,
This is true.
that's a good point.
That motherfucker didn't step foot in America, so
You might have seen it from afar.
that nigga was a Dominican Republic. I was fucked up when I learned that shit. Um, are you like? Do you feel ready to be a pop?
I mean, do you feel ready to be a father?
Yo, I actually feel pretty ready, dude. Like me and Tamara are talking about like within. I'm gonna give it 2 years, but probably a year.
Wow,
As
that's
a
awesome.
possibility. So,
Would you
so yeah,
stay in Ecuador?
yeah, definitely. Like
That's crazy.
the as far as like, yeah, just like I'm as far as my like life stability, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, I'm like the best I've ever been.
Yeah, you
So
look
I'm
great.
like,
Awesome.
thank you, bro.
I mean,
Thank
you
you,
look
bro.
the
Yo,
same. You always look great.
He has his beard. He has his beard coming in full
That's
now.
right. That's right.
Yeah, the beard's
Clearly
coming
got the
back.
weakest beard in this podcast.
Yeah, but you're still a legend, though. It don't matter about the beard. It don't matter about the beard.
The man makes beard.
But I actually
The
do
man
like
makes the next beard.
you can't. I feel like you can't fully ever be ready to be a father, right? But I feel like just I've been thinking about it for like at least 6-7 months now.
Oh yeah, word.
So
That's to be honest, man. Like I was kind of at that point, and then we were just kind of like fuck it, and we just did it, and here we are. But yeah, honestly, I feel like you described it well. Like I don't know if well, I'll speak for myself. I don't know if are you ever like ready, or do you know that you're ready? Like I don't know, but
You have the ability.
yeah, like I feel like it's gonna be fine. It's something that obviously a lot of people have done.
Right. And you have the community, like you
And
said.
we got
yes.
village. We got the village.
How's oh, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, like Sammy and I have flirted a little bit with like spending time in other parts of the country or even the world. And definitely like I feel like with having a kid, it's a lot easier to like be around friends and family. Obviously, if you do it in Ecuador, that's going to be a little different. Although it sounds like you've got a nice little community there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what I'm
have a
saying?
very-
Like,
yeah.
we like whatever, going out to dinner, traveling, that type of stuff, and being able to. I mean, we see it with Wilson. Honestly, like we'll be asking Gab and Nor to
Right.
watch Wilson every
Right.
once in a while,
Puppy sit.
so that we can. Yeah. So
Yeah, I feel the same way. I was actually telling Tamar, like I'm kind of like preparing to like not travel for the next 25 years. And she was like, 25 years, like, bro, like it ain't that deep. Like
yeah, right.
I'm like,
Is Tamara big? Like, is she big into traveling?
not anymore. I think we both kind of feel like we've got some really good travel experiences and we've like had that part of our lives. So now she's like more like, we're on the farm. She's like farming, gardening every day, different herbs. So she's really like settled and like doesn't really want to go anywhere for a long time. Um, I still have like that bug because I'm a Sagittarius, as I've been told, that like I be like I still have the bug, so I'm trying to like, just like prepare myself that like
The adventure bug.
yeah, yeah, I'm trying to like it's just in me that I'm trying to go. But like I said, like, you know, I've been to 20 countries somehow. Like, Tamara's done it. She's lived in China. She's been in Nepal. Like she's been to all these
Your
cool
time in,
places. What?
you spent your time in Asia too.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I've had good life experiences and like I'm ready to settle down. But like I'm thinking about I'm 33 right now. Like, when I'm like whatever, late 40s, like me and the homies are going to Africa. Like it's over. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm already planning like to
Like
travel
move
with
there,
my
you're saying?
kids. No. Just travel.
Just on trip.
Travel.
Yeah.
Travel. Although I did have a joke, I would say the first 30 years in Philly, next 30 years in Ecuador, and the final 30 years in Africa. So, anything's possible. But yeah, I gotta ask, how's Sammy doing?
Yeah, Sammy's doing well. She her first trimester was like a little, um, like a little nausea, that type of thing. But honestly, man, it's been pretty smooth sailing since then. And
And she looks great too.
yeah, like it's like all the baby weight is in her belly, which like whatever. But I think that she likes having a big belly.
Yeah.
She's
It's
excited.
kind of fun.
She has a whole volleyball.
I am
she has
like,
a whole volleyball in her
yeah,
stomach
I've
right
said
now.
this to her. Like, I am kind of excited to like have my wife back,
Right.
like, but she looks beautiful, and it's like another one of those crazy things. Like, you think about having kids, and then you like your wife gets pregnant, and um, just like seeing your girl with like a big ass belly is just kind of
Surreal.
funny.
It's surreal.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and I saw her picture, and she definitely was glowing. And I actually found out from Gabby's Instagram, and
Uh,
I
you're
was
good.
like, Yeah, Nori's Gabby.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
I was about to call her Sammy, but it's Gabby. San
Bro,
Martino.
that's fun.
And I was just like, "Is that fucking Sammy?" And she was like, "Yup." And I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like, and she was glowing. Like,
But you knew she was pregnant,
I
right?
had no idea, bro.
wild.
That's messed up, man. I'm sorry. That's what
It
happens.
don't matter, bro.
Right.
Yeah, facts. And you know, it doesn't matter. I feel like this has been our relationship since we had a relationship. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we
I
talk
mean,
when we're
what
supposed to talk, and
definitely
love
like
is
pick up right where we left off.
yeah. I feel
Um,
like love is so deep from like age 17, it don't matter.
for sure. I was thinking about how I don't know if you know this. Like I invited you into my wedding, obviously, and he was like, "Yeah." I think what you said is you're like, unless I like come up on a bag within the next month, like probably not gonna be able to make that. And then he hit me up like the day, like 2 days before or something like that, or like
Oh
certainly the
yeah,
week
bro, that was
of.
a whole crazy thing.
Yeah, and he like had to come back. I think for like some not great reasons, but he was like, "I maybe like could." He was like, "Maybe could come to your wedding," and I was like,
some last minute Ian
I
shit.
was like, bro, like I don't know, man. Like this shit's kind of been planned. Like there's kind of like a number, but I think I said like you might as well just come, and like we'll just figure it out.
Well, yeah, so I will
Did
say
I
that I
say
think
that?
nah.
It's like, nah. You were
Right, no,
like,
you told
don't
me.
come.
Yeah. We tried. You talked to your wife's mom. I'm blanking out. I just heard her name. Sammy.
Wendy. Sammy's
Uh,
mom, Wendy.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Sammy and Gabby San Martino is fucking
Too
with me right
many
now.
names.
Um, but yeah, so Sammy's mom, she wasn't too happy with it, so we just decided to let it rock. I still should have just pulled up. I still should have
Bro,
just
I'm gonna
pulled
be
up.
honest with you, man. I did not ask her. I knew how she was gonna respond.
Oh, that's damn, bro.
But
I appreciate the honesty.
I guarantee you, if I had asked her, the answer would not have been like, "Nah, that shit was that was
Yo,
stressful already."
oh yeah, it is what it is. It seemed
All
like
right.
a great wedding, and
Yeah, no, it was cool. But we saw you afterwards. I don't know if you remember this, but the last time you were in Philly, I was like, "Yo, like, I'll give you a ride to the airport. Like, just hit me up." Or I was supposed to text you or something, and I just like never did. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
I don't remember that at all.
That's
But
good. That's good.
fuck you, Blair.
I felt guilty about that.
All right, so I want to move to our next segment. Right, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so first things first.
Yeah.
What do you think of when you see this picture?
I don't know if I want to go down this road. I think a Gab, honestly.
Right.
I
There's
feel like
Maddie's.
that's when
There's
you-
Maddie's Sweet
yeah,
16.
yeah.
Who's
This is when-
Maddie?
Maddie's like one of my old friends.
Maddie
Shout out
Rudo?
Maddie Rudo.
Yeah, Maddie Rudo.
This was Maddie Rudo, Sweet 16?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was around here. It was at Rembrandt's.
Frankie, yeah. That's the first time Gab and I Gab and I met at Harry's bar mitzvah, but that's the first time when we actually like started like hooking up and shit like that.
At this Sweet 16.
Mm-hmm. Because she's friends with Maddie too, because Maddie went to Gamp, so they already knew each other too.
Honestly,
Some small world shit.
honestly, Ian, there's a lot of names that spring to mind looking at that photo.
All right.
One, come to think about it, is fucking Sean rocking
the
that
legend,
vest.
the legend Sean.
The best. Oh, I gotta bring it back. What was I doing? The vest. Yeah, yo, for sure, I really was rocking the shit out that vest.
No. I'm not gonna lie, like Sean had me wearing some ridiculous shit
Mm-hmm.
back in like 10th grade.
Definitely.
I got this like one American Apparel V-neck, and I like walked into school, and this dude was like, "That's a super V-neck."
Yo, that same story happened to Sean, bro. Like a random black dude. We were like, that's a super V-neck.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
All right, yeah. Okay, so Sean was rocking. Nori, bro, you gotta tell me a little bit more. So you and Gabby started messing around at Maddie's Sweet 16, and y'all still rocking strong, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it wasn't exactly a straight line. But...
Right, exactly. It was, life doesn't always go in a straight linear pattern, you know, but we're still here
Life
though.
life never goes in a straight pattern. But
Exactly.
okay, I want you to talk a little bit about like what life was like back then, but also I do want to hear a little bit about like that journey as well.
I mean, we like obviously we have our own like friendship, but like when I think of like the three of us, like I just think of like Blair's house on a weekend after school, like you know, just going around fucking around. Like we weren't doing shit. Like we were just
Right.
hanging out, cracking up, making ourselves laugh, doing dumb shit. Like just some simple ass like good times. Like those were like truly like some of the best times I would say.
Remember the time that Harry gave you guys my keys and you
Yes,
went like
exactly.
destroyed my fucking dad's
Exactly.
house?
Because Ian hit
Bro,
me up.
that
He's
was
like, "Yo, bro, we need somewhere to
legendary.
stay. Like, we're all drunk." He's like, "We're all drunk as shit. We need somewhere to stay." I was like, "Oh shit, true. I do have Harry's keys," and I fucking gave y'all the keys on some dumb shit.
Bro, yeah, like it's so funny because like that was such a legendary night in my life, and like y'all weren't even there, but
We weren't even a part of it.
like I appreciate though because yo like I mean we all got pretty we've all been blacked out drunk, but that was like one of those like blackout drunk moments where like I have like four memories, and like one of them is like Joey, Ian, and Sean all making beats on fucking Blair's cat table, and I'm like rapping my ass off. And I'm sorry, Miss Bodeck, but like it turned out that like one of the cups that Sean was using to make a beat was like an antique cup. It was like in like Benjamin Franklin's like lineage or some shit. And like we just like
I don't know about all that.
yo, I swear to God, bro. I probably gassed it off my head, bro. But yo, we fucked up an antique dog.
This one time we had a party at my dad's house, and like Harry and I were cleaning up the next day, and we saw this like ceramic bowl had been shattered, and so we like took it and we literally like glued this John like all back together. Spent like hours gluing it together piece by piece, and we like got it reasonable. And then my dad comes back. It turns out it had broke already, like before the party. So like
Oh, that's hilarious, bro.
we basically
Yo, yeah. Oh man, those are good times. I don't know those nights, bro. With us three at the crib, just like going and Sean, of course, Harry going all over the city, were
Ian,
legendary.
let me ask you something, bro.
Yes.
Did you do this way, like sneak attack, because you felt like it would never happen if you told us what this actually was, or no? Like it was just a
It was just an idea. Like nah, like because I use the fact that your girlfriend's about to have a child as like oh I now I can talk to him. Like now I know I can get him. You know what I mean? That was more like the hook.
oh get the fuck out,
That
yeah,
was the
because
hook.
like
That
you're
was the
just
hook.
hitting me up constantly and I'm never around.
Yeah, that's not the case at all. But to be totally honest, like it's like especially Nori. I love you, Nori, but it's a little hard to get a hold of Nori.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
I've heard that a couple times.
very
yeah, a little bit.
me too.
Like
Yeah, right. Right.
The rest of our relationship, so sad.
like I love Nori, but like when I call Nori, like I'm expecting for him to not answer. Like I love you.
No,
But that's what it is.
that's fair.
But you're nowhere near as bad as Zay.
I'll be
Like you'll like hit me back like at least you'll hit me back like 3 days later, yo. Like, yo, Brody, what up? Like, come through. Like randomly. Like I'm like, but Zay is just like
I'll be with
impossible.
Miller and like he'll get a call and he'll like look at it and he'll be like, yeah, I can't answer that. Like
Hey,
fucking
hey,
Ian, can't talk to Ian right now.
hey,
Listen,
hey,
listen.
I get it.
I don't want to make it too deep, but like I feel like a phone, like the expectation of a constant contact with a phone, is like something that's like
No,
not realistic, really.
That's actually not. That's a good.
And it's like,
It's
and
not.
it's like, I don't like to talk on the phone anyway. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like I'm kind of like, all right, like if it's not important, then you know, I guess I wouldn't know because I didn't answer the phone. But I'm hoping, but I'm hoping it's not important. Like, oh no.
Yeah, no, yeah, and when if it ever was important, like you do answer, like you know what's up, like you know when to answer, and you also like And I don't think neither of us give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
if we're planning on like
I'm lucky in
Kinda
that.
do.
I'm lucky in that, right?
like
that
if we're
that my good friends deal
Well,
with it.
honestly, like because Jake Hockman used to always like hit up Gab when you wouldn't answer, and I was always like, "That is so fucking hype! Like, let the man live. If he wants to talk to you, he'll answer." And then more recently, I was like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna start hitting up Gab."
Right.
And you hit up Gab like right away, responds, and Nor texts you back like a half hour later.
Literally.
that's the balance. Now I
Gab,
know.
Gab's my digital planner.
Yes.
Oh my
A lot
God.
more than that as well.
Yeah, no,
Oh, well, but
she wears lots. She wears
But
a lot.
like I will say that like like if we're planning on like going up to the lake or something, or there's like some plans, like you're gonna like if you're like you're excited to see me, we're planning some shit, you're gonna answer. But
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah, he's
Definitely.
going up
you
the
know,
lake this weekend, but I can't go because
because you're about to have a kid,
I'm about to have a kid because I might have a kid.
right.
baby's finna pop out.
Blair might come for 24 hours and then leave, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, what we got
Um,
next? Oh yeah, what's up,
No,
baby?
let's
What
move
up? What up?
inside so
Yeah,
we
let's do
can
it.
both talk to Ian and watch Red Zone at the same time.
So,
Yeah, dog. All right. Luckily, I have editing, so
right. Power
if
of
I
editing.
feel like it, like
So, Ian,
this
what,
is-
if anything, do you miss about the comforts of the States?
oh, good question. I mean, honestly, I don't miss too much about the comforts of it. It's the family and the friends, man. Like that's the biggest
So,
thing.
family,
I think you
Yeah.
repeated me, but yeah, it's family and the friends. Like just like being able to like, I don't know, hit up. I used to hang out with Sam. Sam was close to my mom's crib when I was living there. Just like hit up Sam, like, yo, Sam, I'm pulling up. And he'd be like, all right, bet. And just like we chill, do whatever, smoke, talk. Like he had a little mini basketball court. Just like, I don't have that. Like I do have a good community and I have people I care about, and it's been an amazing experience. But like, yeah, just to like
It's
pop in
not
on my mom, pop in on
right.
y'all.
for
Like
sure.
that's the biggest thing. As far as what was the word you use? Like the comforts.
Comforts.
Yeah, I don't miss none of that shit, bro. To be honest, like I kind of like it a little more natural. I don't have a car. I don't have like to get to town. I gotta get a taxi, walk down to it's like a 7-minute road walk to get to where the
Yeah.
road is. But I'm trying to think if there's anything I really miss about it. Nah, man, it's just the people, bro. It's
Right.
just the people.
Good answer.
Like, yeah, that's the so my next thing. So like being here, one thing that's amazing is the cost of living is so much cheaper.
Mhm.
So I have a part-time job and then I have another like job where I'm not getting paid at the moment, but I'm like learning how to farm, I'm learning how to live with the land, I'm like gaining all these skills. And so that's like my time and like, being in a relationship and having time for me. So I'm getting all that, but it's allowed me to like give myself time to like heal all my trauma, all the crazy shit I've been through. So like I'm in the best fucking mental spiritual place ever. But like
That's awesome.
now it's time to like try to get the bag pretty much. Like I feel like I'm ready and like I'm confident, I'm empowered that like I can like figure out this world internet shit. And like I want to become rich. So like the Phillies about to win the World Series. I'm like I'm on a plane to Philly. Fuck it. Like
Right.
or
Yeah.
like yo I want to come visit. Yo Nuri, I got you with a ticket right now if you want to come.
Really, cut it out.
Like
What
that, like, or if like my homie needs is like in a bad spot and needs to like a place to stay, I can just drop 60 stacks like it's nothing. Like
Mhm.
that's the thing that I'm missing in my life. That like it's time for me to like build. But other than that, man, like, bro, I fucking love it here. What's your question?
What's the plan to get the bag?
What is a plan to get a bag? So there's one like undisclosed plan that I don't want to
Okay.
like say out loud.
I like that.
But that has to do with like just things in Ecuador that like don't exist in the States, and like if we could like ship it at a high level, it's like it doesn't matter. But that's one bag. The stable bag, which is pretty much actually the universe. So I've had this plan for a while to become like a life coach
Okay.
because I've been through so much shit. I've seen like ups and downs on black and white. I've been like learning about spirituality. I've had the chance to like learn from some really amazing coaches. and I just feel like I can help people. So that's like the stable life situation. And then yeah, I don't really have a good plan, but I do like I'm hoping that there's some potential like crypto NFT shit. Like I know NFT's dying, but like I still have some ideas, and I have a good friend of my girlfriend's actually who's like been in his NFT bag. It's like it's bad timing because like as it kind of started to taper, he like had this like he has like this big NFT community of people that are like talking, and he's like in the world, and he's like making some good money off of it. But I want to make an NFT rap album actually. I since I said it, I have and like there's people like I gotta get like 9 people to invest in the vision of like one, like I'm part of this amazing project that's regenerating the soil, and we're having like we're starting like a health retreat and tourism, like all this amazing shit. Two, I'm starting like a spiritual online organization where there's people where like pretty much we're like looking for people who want to have like deep conversations about all the crazy shit that's happening in their life and like be vulnerable about inside. And there's different parts of the world, and that's going really well, slow but steady. And then
Is that the
also,
sacred? Is that the sacred inclusion?
exactly, that's the sacred inclusion.
Okay.
And like also, it's like, bro, I got like 9 fucking banger songs that like I've made like probably like starting from like 2013 to 2019 that I'm just
Oh
like
shit.
sitting on, and it's all like about real world shit. And I kind of like some of that shit is like happened to be prophecy. Like like I remember one line, it's like I feel like oh, I forget how it goes, but pretty much talk about how like Kanye West is I said Kanye is a metaphor for the West. And like I just see
Oh,
like there's a couple prophetic shit that I wrote in like 2015 that's like has happened, which I think I don't know if that means anything.
right.
But
But the school though.
but yeah, that's like, and I don't feel super confident about that. I do feel as like more things are going, and I don't know. I feel like I like right now this YouTube shit is practice, but I feel as if like there's a potential also to like mix like teaching people how to live off the land and inspiring people to do that while also being like life coach, spiritual vibe type shit, and like using that
Yeah.
to ultimately help people. And then like the thing is because like I want to make a lot of money to help people. Like like obviously I want to like also be able to do whatever I want, but like ultimately like if I ever become a billionaire, like the world is lit, like it's over. Like poor kids in Cambodia are coming up, like that's what it is. So the
Like
intentions
that
are
dude
good. What?
Sam Bacon-Fried, effective altruism.
Exactly, except I'm not trying to snake niggas. Maybe I'll turn evil,
Yeah.
anything's possible, but like I feel pretty confident that like like being a half black half white person from the Philly who see like the evils of the world from like the poor evils, and I've also seen the rich evils, which is like it's a unique experience. Like my best friend and closest friend in Thailand is a multi-millionaire. Like I just seen a lot of shit, and
Right.
that's the quickest answer.
That's
But
what's up.
so I
That's what's up.
appreciate that question, but I'm gonna fucking go to the next picture. Get this the fuck out of here. What do y'all think when y'all see this picture?
I mean,
That's just
honestly, bro, I think of you fucking puking.
I puked. I probably did. I was trash this night, bro. This is a true blackout night. I have no
this was
recollection of this night.
is this is Temple, right?
Yeah, this is a party I threw.
Right.
That's
The
all I really
legendary
remember.
fucking your parties were so fucking nuts at Temple, bro. All the Park Ave fucking days and shit. Like that shit was
Bro,
wild.
It was like a
tell me
face.
about it, bro. Tell me about your experience of us partying, bro. Please.
I mean, like just in general, like that shit was just always like just like nuts shit always seemed to happen. Like and luckily for the most part we always stayed for like safe, but it's like a bunch of shit could have gone wrong or different. And like just the shit I don't know, the shit we did was just like crazy.
Bro, we had so much fun. Yo, Blair, you gotta look at this picture, though. Look how beautiful we are. Like,
No, trust me. I remember this picture.
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of this night
On your phone.
that rivals this one, but I'm not sure I can find it.
you gotta send me that one day. But like,
It's of you puking, and but you're
oh,
like but you're like smiling while you're doing it.
Still having fun even while he's throwing up.
yeah, that sounds like me, man. That sounds like me.
Do you
Yeah.
are you you don't drink anymore, right?
I do not drink anymore.
Do you feel like that's had a positive impact on your life? I imagine so.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So one cool thing about being here is, so I don't even know how much I told you, but like I got really, really sick in Cuba, like maybe like 2018, 2019.
I think
And
I
like
remember hearing that. Yeah.
it's been like a journey for me. Like I was like, fuck. I was like, I became a zombie. Like my memory was lost, my energy. I was pooping like once a week. I was off.
Oh
So
no.
being here was like a great opportunity for me to heal. And really more importantly, it's like pretty much my whole life is oriented around healing. So it's like, yeah, like I don't drink, I don't eat processed sugar, I don't eat dairy, I don't eat gluten. I mostly don't smoke, although I folded because it's like weed is amazing. But I'm still I haven't fully overcome that addiction yet, but I will. And me and weed are gonna have a good relationship at some point. But but I also I like weed is the biggest problem for me because when I was really depressed, I just used it to numb myself,
It's
and I
probably
still had that.
relative to those other things you. I mean, this is just my opinion, but relative to those other things you named, it's probably the least harmful.
Oh yeah, 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 exactly. Like I think of all of them, like as just a whole, I think weed is the least negative for a human being by far.
Right.
But just for me, because the shit that happened with the police with me, is like there was a portion of my life where I was either like depressed and like suicidal, or I was just high as shit.
Uh-huh.
So like I have this instinct to like whenever I get sad or something doesn't go right to just get high. And like that has just been causing problems where like I'm not actually dealing with shit. I'm just like running to weed. And so I got
Yeah.
that's the issue. And like once I deal with that issue, like I like whether it's like 6 months, 2 years, like I know I will. And then I'm really excited to have a good relationship because I'm also my bars are way hotter when I'm all right.
Right.
Most importantly,
Right. Get a little bit of that inspiration.
but
I always felt like you kind of had bars.
No, that's a
yo,
fact.
I
You
appreciate that. I appreciate that. My girlfriend tells me that she's like, you're just as good without it. And I'm like, you don't know.
Oh no, I mean, I don't think I ever heard you rap when you weren't high.
Exactly, yo. That's hilarious. Those are
So
big
I can't really
facts.
speak to that. But just mark me down as doubtful of that being true. But
Yeah,
she
that's
obviously
funny. That's
knows you better
funny.
than I do.
Yeah,
I don't
a little bit.
know Tamara that well. I wish I did. She seems great.
Yo, I wish you did too, bro. I definitely like at some point, somehow, y'all got to get down here. And
Yeah.
Nori, I saw you was in Mexico recently, and like I had to fight my instinct to not hate because I'm like, why is this nigga in Mexico, bro? It's a little farther. And I was like, ah, his
right,
friend's getting
I mean, get
married. Let me
married.
chill out.
Get
Yeah,
married.
exactly.
right.
Get married.
Have a
Yo,
kid.
it's crazy, bro. I think I might have to, bro. Think I
That's
might
what's
have
up.
to. Like
That's very exciting.
like to be
We're,
totally honest, it was never in the plans. Neither of us, cause like I won't fuck with that paperwork shit. But then we found out, like once we're talking about children in the future, that like if something would happen to one of us, then the other one wouldn't like if I passed away, Tamar wouldn't receive any of my stuff, my money that I barely have right now. But like and likewise, so it's like we kind of got to get married just in case something happens to us, so the other can get all of our stuff, which is kind of crazy. But
Right. On some insurance
I
policy
think you
shit.
can, right? There just might be more tax consequences.
not well, I've been told not in Ecuador because we would
Oh,
be married here. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's like
So,
the citizenship deal down there?
yo,
Like,
it's actually one of the easiest countries in the world to become. Well, first to become residents and then citizenship. So it was like we just had to like give a lawyer some money and like get our some paperwork. Like it was pretty easy. Like we're actually
You
going
didn't
through
have
the
to like do it.
process.
There was no like test or anything.
No, just a criminal background check, and like it wasn't too bad. So I'm actually in the process that and this honestly this probably won't go up until like I'll be happy if it goes up in February. Uh but by then I'll probably be a temporary resident, like so I don't have to like do anything for 10 years. And so that's pretty exciting. I hope everything goes through. Um
Definitely.
awesome.
yeah, man. Um Blair, yo,
Yeah.
how do we meet, bro?
I mean, like just central master and shit. I mean, like I was actually thinking that after that night where Nor let you in and you destroyed my house, um, I think you like left your jacket, your like varsity jacket at my house.
No,
And
we were definitely friends before that, bro.
honestly,
No?
bro, I don't know. I mean, I think
Oh, I
that
don't think we were.
like,
That was my junior year, and you were a freshman.
nah, bro. No, I don't think that's right.
What do you mean? No, I think you might be right
That's what I'm
because
saying. I think that was like my like freshman year or maybe even eighth
yeah,
grade.
no, that's what I said. I think I was a junior in high school, and you were a freshman. And I'm just realizing that you are right.
Oh, true.
That's crazy. Damn. Yeah, it's
That's hard to believe though. I
because
don't know. I mean, like, what do you think the ages were when like you and I were like the close? Like, there was definitely a solid year or two where
yo,
we were like hanging out like
I feel like
constantly.
I feel like I feel like it started then because so I specifically remember that was my junior year of high school because like that was winter break. And that same winter break, like one of the craziest stories of my life that I can't talk about here happened. Uh, I think I remember Nori knows. Uh, but so that was that whatever winter break, and yeah, and I know that I'm 2 years older than you, so you were a freshman. I remember like you were always like the youngest ball, like in all of the craziest situations, and your Penn Charter friends, which I'm gonna force you to send this to all of them. Your pencil charter friends were like thought you were so cool because like you were hanging with this like half black, half white dude. I was like taking you to like, these senior parties. Like
I don't know if that's true.
that's 1,000% true,
I
bro. I
think they
remember fucking
like kind of thought I
Tyler
was
White and Grant
for
Geyer.
and they're like,
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I think they kind of thought I was a novelty for the first like year, and then I was just another one of the guys.
I don't know, bro. They talked about you. Maybe not to you, but they definitely no, bro. You are out here, bro. And
And it was
and
also
shout
because
out.
Harry was hanging out with
Just yeah,
who was Harry hanging out with from Masterman? Because remember Harry went to Masterman High School. He didn't go to
yeah.
Central.
That's I think that's true. That
He was hanging out with
was he friends with like Joey and like
right,
fucking
Yeah,
Ryan?
right, and
Yeah,
Sean.
I think that was like kind of how it all came together. And
Yeah.
then there was definitely like there was a summer where I was hanging out with Sean a lot, and honestly, like I remember. I mean, we had a lot of good times. I remember when you worked at the pool in
oh
Germantown,
yeah.
and I would go to football practice, and then I would just come and just like hang out at the pool for like hours. That was so fun, man. I love that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, bro. Like when I reminisce about like our experiences, bro, like it was just all so much fun. Like I remember like just
Yeah,
had
we had
like
a
just
great
go
high
oh
school experience for sure.
yeah, we really did. Like and as I've gone older, I realized that like as I meet more people, like a lot of people had shitty high school experiences. And then I'm like, high school was a time of my life. I
Yeah, I
like
agree. Did you have a good college experience?
I had semi part half and half, let's say. Because my college was great up until the police beat me up. And then it was horrible.
Right.
Yeah, that the
Um,
whole thing was fucking
And
crazy.
then
it was crazy. Yo, actually, so I'm actually about to plug and I tell y'all is that so I recently just did a my first ever guest podcast. I was a guest on a podcast with a suicide prevention expert. And like
Wow,
I got to like tell my whole story and like it was really cool. So I'm excited for that to come
it's
out.
crazy. Like I knew that you had a really hard time. I didn't know. I certainly didn't know you were ever suicidal. I mean, that's surprising to me.
Yeah, I it's definitely something I didn't talk about much. I think obviously. And yeah, I'd had to work through it. And literally like so when did it start? Yeah, me and Tamar were like really struggling. So it was December of last year. And we didn't split up, but I like moved out for 4 months. And like
I
the
remember.
whole time I stopped doing like the farm work and I was just doing my part-time sacred inclusion and just like going to therapy and healing. And I like worked through that trauma. I worked through the trauma with my dad. And bro, it's like I feel so ready to tell my story. I feel like comfortable with what happened. And like Malcolm said, honestly, it's probably the best thing that ever happened to me because it led on this like super cool journey of life and just I just
Yeah.
have a perspective that I think is just unique and I love.
Yeah, I
So
feel for sure.
so yeah,
And
so fuck that cop.
and you've always been a
Fuck that guy.
storyteller
I wonder
too.
what that fucking dude's doing. He's probably the goddamn police commissioner at this point.
I heard you, Nora. Yeah, yeah. And I remember he wanted to be a pastor. And when he said that in the not the church, in the what the fuck's that place called? The
Trial.
judge, the trial. And I looked at him like, nigga, you smoking
Yeah.
crack.
Right. What are you
All right.
talking about?
All right, Ian. On a kind of moving to some more brevity or levity, I should say. Not brevity. That was a Freudian slip. I'm having a great time. Okay, so we're gonna play it now. Now I'm gonna do a segment. All right.
Let's go.
This segment's called "Who's Better Between Ian and Malcolm." Okay, so I'm gonna name
Ooh.
different things, and you can
Let's
tell me
go.
who's better
I
at
did
them
this shit.
between you and Malcolm.
But
All right.
Malk's not here to speak
Yeah,
on his
right.
own
So
behalf.
Yo, bro,
Hey,
we gotta have a we gotta do another one. But yeah, it's cool because also so real quick is I have when I went back to Philly a year and a half ago, I did 6 like
When we saw you.
in-person podcasts. Yeah, when you saw me, I did 6 in-person podcasts, and like I finally after a year and a half, I have all those like edited and ready to go. And then this is gonna be like number 7, and then I'm gonna get Malk and some other people. So like this
Okay,
episode
so
and
you
the one
can-
with Malk will probably drop like back to back.
You can rehash.
Yeah, exactly.
Session with Malcolm.
Exactly. All right, what we got?
All right, so I think the first one's obvious. What do you think the first one is?
I'm if I say basketball or
Yeah.
Basketball.
yeah. So Malk historically has always been better than me for sure.
One word, Ian.
Oh, Malk.
The name. No, I'm just kidding. Give me your
It's amazing. Yeah. First of all, Malcolm taught me how to play basketball. One, like, and also like taught me how to tie my shoes. There's times like I didn't have to tie my shoe. Like it's like I've known Malcolm since I was 4 years old. So there's like a solid year of my life. I'm like, yo, my shoes untied. Like, Malk, could you help me out here? And finally, he just got pissed and like taught me. I like vividly remember that. He also taught me how to play basketball in like one of those Fisher Price basketball joints. And yeah, so Malcolm's always historically been better than me for sure. But I will say that I've since I've got here, I've been playing once a week.
Oh, nice.
And like I've got and you know, I coached and lived the basketball life in Thailand for a year. So now I'm not so sure because you know, Malcolm be in the studio. I don't know how much he's been, but like I'm getting better. Like I've been getting buckets. So now I don't know. Malcolm, you gotta come and we gotta find out. But like Malcolm's always been better than me.
I don't think I really like played ball with you that much until like later on in our friendship.
Yeah.
I didn't know how good you were. But
people
I would say I feel like if you ask me a question, my immediate response is Malcolm. But I would say that like actually thinking about it, like you guys are probably pretty close to one another.
The plot twist. The plot twist for the listeners is that Ian, I've known Malcolm longer than you.
I know.
Yo, that is crazy, bro.
I mean,
yo,
I'm gonna say
for
this,
the homies.
I do not think this, okay? But have you ever thought that there could be like a little bit of narrative where like you like I kind of always saw Malcolm as your like quiet friend.
Yeah.
Not always. That's how I saw him when I like first met him. And you're obviously a very outgoing,
Dickhead.
you know, no, like personable guy. You're not dickhead.
I'm not. I was.
And like, yeah. Well, anyway, just that, like, you know, you like meet Ian, and you're like, oh my god, this guy's like so fucking great. I love him. And then you like meet Malcolm, his shy friend, and you're like, oh, we're like, this is his shy friend. And then like you hang out with him a little bit more, and you're like, oh damn, all right, Malcolm's fucking sick.
Yeah, Malcolm's the best.
Yeah. That definitely was a thing for sure. And yeah, me and Malcolm helped each other through life so much because like you said, first, like pretty much like whenever, you know, I was throwing parties, I knew where the parties was, I knew what was happening. I'm always like, yo, Malk, we doing this. And he's like, bet. But then like later in life, as like we started being adult, like Malcolm, like growing up, Malcolm kind of taught me how to be like reserved and thoughtful and like actually care about people. Like,
I feel that way about Nuri.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
No, seriously. Yeah, y'all got fuck. Okay, so we gotta get back to the segment. How
That's
long
what
have you
I'm
guys
saying.
known each other?
Blair and I have
I
known
don't
each
know.
other since
I think I was in
kindergarten. Yeah,
I
I
was
was
in
in
kindergarten. You were in
first
first
grade,
grade.
right? And I met Harry. Harry and I obviously were best friends back then.
Yeah.
And Blair was
All right,
always there.
tell me more about from age 5 to now. Like, what has
I
that been
mean,
like?
I don't know, bro. Like, I think Nor. I mean, everyone's always loved Nor,
Lovable guy.
and he was always a sick athlete. I mean,
I'm
I
retired.
haven't yeah, I
Retired
haven't played sports with him in a little while.
I'm retired.
And when I have, he's kind of just like fucking chilling in the corner, waiting to fucking pop a three or pump fake and airball a floater.
Literally, it all looks good until the air ball.
But yeah, I mean, we went to the same schools, lived right by each other.
Our moms became really good friends.
Nor would always try to like rap to all the girls in my grade when we were at Masterman.
My
Yeah,
guy.
nice little connection. No, Blair and I are like, it's like kind of like you're saying, similar to you and Malk. Like we just like have always been like best friends,
Yeah.
And
That's
it's not
beautiful.
like I don't feel this way really with any of my friends, luckily, but like it's not a chore. You know what I mean? Like it's not like something that we have to try to do to like keep each other close. It's like we just have always remained close,
Yeah,
So
that's dope.
That's the way that I could put it.
Yeah,
definitely.
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I moved out of Philly for a while. I mean, really, like
Yeah.
I was kind of out of Philly for basically like 5 years.
Yeah, you did your college, you did your
Gap year.
your gap year.
So I got a story. So I remember this was probably my sophomore year, and I was in the stands for the public league soccer championship with Ellen and Jill Barrett, Ellen Kaufman and Jill Barrett, and Nuri took that shit the fuck over as a freshman, and I was like, "Yo, who is Bull?" Like, and
We
like,
didn't get the dub though.
yeah,
What did you do in
I
the game?
blocked
We
out
lost.
that.
We lost
your line?
I
I
forgot.
didn't.
What'd you say?
That's the thing with soccer, man. Like, there's not even a fucking line. It's like, oh, he had this incredible game. Like, he had 0 goals and 0 assists.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that is true. Well, it was memorable for me because I was like, "Who is this curly haired bull running all over the place?"
I
like,
know.
doing the
like,
most.
He had such a look.
Yeah, and he was a freshman. Like, at that point, like I thought I knew everybody, and yeah, and I feel like how the fuck at that point? I guess yeah, that's weird because I feel like I would have already known him. Oh, no, that's high school. That's high school. That's before you. Yeah, I can't do that.
All right.
But
Yeah, I'm trying to get
back to the segment. Back to the segment.
All right. Do you have a good one?
No, I'll think of one.
Um,
This is your segment, Blair.
All right. Who's got better swag?
Better
That's a hard one.
swag. So damn, it depends how you call it. Like swag is a vast thing, right? So it really depends.
It's in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah, it depends on like what's your definition of swag. But honestly, bro, I think I gotta give it to Malk, yo. I've always been done enough. Like I'll throw on whatever. Like I'm like, there's a point in my life, hilariously, where like 25% of my clothes was Harry's. Like straight up.
like everyone loves a Jewish boy.
Yes, bro. I used to rock a everybody loves a Jewish boy shirt religiously. Because like that shit was funny to me. Like, I don't know. I was like,
and Blair had the legendary Air Maxes that everyone took turns wearing for
yes, definitely. I definitely rocked a few of Blair's sneaks, but for sure.
The
A little too big for me.
The Bear 2000s.
The Bear 2000. But yeah, as far as swag, like I feel like I always just like did enough that like I wouldn't get roasted. But like I never really cared too much. Like Malcolm had some lays, like Malcolm had so yeah, it's definitely Malcolm. Gotta give it to Malcolm.
Malk does his little modeling thing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. He's a whole model, bro.
Who's a better person to travel with?
Travel. Oh, it's me. Because I mean, yeah.
I was trying to give you a softball.
Yeah, you did definitely. I knocked that out of the park. I mean, like Yeah, I was born for this traveling shit. Like I be researching itinerary.
Who do animals like better?
Who do animals like better?
That's an interesting question.
So I'm trying to think of my experience. I think we're both good at animals. Like maybe Malk by a hair, just because it's actually funny. I was having this conversation not too long ago. So, but my mom, I love you, mom, is what I'll call her a crazy cat lady. Yeah, but really, like like through my life, I always had like 6 to 9 cats in my household, and which is so like I've kind of like become a cat. Like I'm very cat-like, but at the same time,
Okay.
like I remember like Gabe. I know you guys remember Gabe. Gabe and his
Yeah,
girlfriend, they got a cat, and they were like, "Oh my god, like I love it!" Like they treat it like this like baby type of thing. But for me, like cats were always like my roommates. Like, so
Yeah.
I was always I see cats. I'm like, yo, what up, cuz? Like, I give it a pat on the head, like, good to see you, nigga. Boom, boom, boom. And like,
right.
you know what I mean? So like, that's
Yeah,
kind of my relationship with animals. Like, it's growing more. Like now that I'm like, out here and like we have chickens and there's all these beautiful birds. So I do have appreciation for it. But like,
Do you slaughter any of the shit that you eat?
we don't. We've had like ducks that have been slaughtered, and but yeah, not yet. Chicken is just for the eggs.
Eggs.
Turkey, I don't even know what the turkey's for, to be honest. And the duck like eats birds, and like if we want some duck in the future, we can eat it.
Right. It's just there, just in case.
Ducks are actually assholes, bro. They'll be like,
Really?
there's a point, bro. We had like the duck wars, and there's a 2 guys and a guy and a girl, and the 2 guys were like younger, and they would try to drown the other ones. They were like, yo,
Jesus.
it would be crazy. But yeah, to get back to it, I think just because Malcolm was always like, more like thoughtful and like a caring person, there might be a better
Animals can
relationship like
sense that shit.
with animals. Yeah, animals can sense that. Whereas me, I was always just like, "What up, cuz? Like, you want some kibble? Bang, let me go about my business." Like, I
Right.
was never like, "Oh, my kitty." I don't know. Neither was Malcolm, but yeah.
I'll give you one more.
All right, then I'll add one.
Who would be more likely? I don't fucking know. Who would be more likely to? I don't know. We gotta come back to it. I think. Well, I'll just tell you what's coming to my mind, even though it's not that good of one.
Go
Who would
for
be
it. I gotta
more
go.
likely to run for and be elected to political office?
Oh, me, 1,000%.
I know. That's why I like. It's kind of a funny
I used
question.
to fucking I was like, yo, I still in the back of my mind might have to be on some Martin Luther King shit,
Do you know Jonestown?
Jonestown.
Who
No,
would be more likely to like become a cult leader?
cult leader. Yeah, definitely me. Yeah,
Who
like
would be
Malcolm
more
ain't worried
likely
about none of that shit.
Who would be more likely to like be brought into someone else's cult?
Oh shit, that's a hard one because I feel like both of us like. I want to say me only because Malcolm is like super skeptical of motherfuckers. Like I almost got like into a pyramid. Yeah, I almost like did a pyramid scheme, and my girl had to be like, "Dickhead, like it's a pyramid scheme." And I was like, it was like a nice Indian lady. Like she was kind of
Oh
like
no!
chubby,
Oh
beautiful.
man,
I sell me
that's
supplements and shit. It was actually at UPenn. I'm like, all right. And my
funny.
girl was like, "You're an idiot." Like she was
What
like
was
questioning
it?
our
Like,
whole relationship.
what was it?
I have no idea, bro. Some fucking supplement bullshit. Like,
Oh no!
so yeah, I'd probably it'll definitely be Malcolm because like Malcolm is just skeptical of shit. He's like he don't play like he's like nah, I don't trust y'all niggas. Where like me,
Right.
I'm like oh yeah, that sounds fun. Like yeah, definitely I'd be me.
That's too funny.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so the last one I'll do is I don't know how to word it, but like the easiest way to put it is like who is you say gets more girls or is better with girls? And I only say that look, Blair's eyes perked up. I only say
Hold
that
on. You're saying
because
between you and Malcolm?
between me and Malcolm, right? And so you would think that it was me. right? Just off the strength.
Not necessarily, to be honest with you. I mean, I think both
Yo,
of you
tell me,
like are good
tell
at
me more.
it.
Tell me
Malik's
more. Tell
got
me more.
that, like quiet, like cute, like I don't know.
Malk's a silent killer.
Yeah.
Bro,
No,
the
I mean, I would
silent
definitely,
killer.
I would bet on both of you guys. I would bet
I
on
like
both
that.
of
I
you.
like that. Yeah. But so this is interesting because like I was actually having this conversation not too long ago with I think Sam Jung, because he's in the same realm as this. Where like so for me, especially so like my from like age 16 to like 22, I like did really good. Or I was like, I had like girlfriends for a long time and I had fun with the everything else. But after 22, I was like, I'm done with this. Like I'm losing my mind. So and then
Yeah.
like a couple years later, I met Tamar. So I really haven't even been in the game for 10 years. One, but
I
like
remember you telling me a story about having relations with a girl who will go unnamed,
I know
and
exactly what
that
you're
it
talking
like
about.
really like kind of like fucked you up for a little bit.
Yo, yeah, seriously, because I realized it like why am I doing this? Like, ah, fuck it. If I want to, I edit it out. But like I was getting to the point where like I was like, feels like it's like her and my dick, and I'm not even part of this.
Right, right.
Like, why am I doing this? I'm not getting anything out of this, like energetic. But yeah, like to finish short, after I started like the cop shit, I got depressed. I went on like 3 years of like um being celibate with an asterisk because like there's a couple times I got blackout drunk and woke up,
Hey,
in a situation. But other than that, I was like,
yeah,
because I
yeah.
was realizing like I spent so much of my life and energy like chasing women, like all the fuck on AIM, on text, at part, like it was just like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I mean that
Giving
shit
this,
was fun at the time.
it was fun, like it was fun.
Well,
There's no regrets. You live and
no,
you
dude,
learn.
I'm sorry, bro. I gotta run.
Okay, wait, you can't run. Give me 3 more minutes.
Well, okay, but my wife's like downstairs. What's up? What's the three more
All right.
minutes?
The last thing I'm gonna say is that the thing about Malcolm is quality over quantity, where I was kind of more quantity over quality.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
until
I
I mean,
feel
I
that.
like my girlfriends were like super quality, and my girlfriend now is like a 12 out of 10. But just in historically, like Malcolm beats me with quality over quantity. Peace, Blair.
Yo, Ian, I'm sorry, bro.
No,
I'm
so
sorry I have to
what,
run like
bro?
this. I love you so much, man.
Dog.
This is great. We
Yeah,
should do
bro.
it
Next
again.
time, yeah, let's do it again. You might have
What?
it's a daughter, right?
Yes.
Damn, so you can't name it Ian.
What's the feminine?
Well, I mean, Nori's a woman's name. You can be a woman and a
So it's
man
Blair.
name.
You can if you name your daughter Blair, then I'll try to think of some
The next
variation.
one, the next one. I'll talk to Tamar about it.
The next one's the first one.
Your next one.
Oh, I got you. I
Your
got you. Yeah. All right, I love you, bro.
love you too, bro.
All right,
All
Blair.
right, yo, that was perfect. Nori, bro, you never answered my question. You met Gabby when you were 16,
What'd you
and
say?
now
Do another hour?
What do you mean?
nah.
I don't know.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Blair.
Right.
Yo, you gotta tell me more. But you and Gabby are still together after like I don't know how long you've officially been together, but like, and Gabby is my fucking dog, bro. Like, she is like Italian. She's super thorough. I'm half Italian, as you know. So yeah, what it's like being like just riding with Gabby for so she's such a good person. So you tell me.
It's just easy, like
Mm,
it's just easy and enjoyable. I can't, you know, I don't really know the exact words of how to put it, but it's like
yeah, putting you on the
she just
spot.
she just is an improvement like to everyone's life that she's in. You know what I mean? She's a net positive in a lot of ways for everyone, and she has all of my friends love her. So it's like, what's easier than that? You know what I mean?
He is like such wifey material, bro. I actually remember like meeting her way back, like probably around that time, 17, 18, and like having that thought. Like, that's a wifey. Like,
Definitely. And we had some times together too. Our pit, we took our trip to Pitt,
oh my God, the
and,
pit trip.
and then a couple of trips to UDEL. We went out there with you, me, and
Uh,
A and Brandon that one time.
whoa, wait, in Pitt, what is that place called, bro? I know exactly what's that place called? It's like a
The fucking the Cathedral of Learning.
the cathedral of fucking learning, bro. Anyone who knows about Pittsburgh, it's like whatever. It's part of the University of Pitt, right?
Yeah, it's like their main like it's like the main like building like on all like the like publicity for the school. Like that's like their like main John.
Right. Well, I remember it's like 35 floors, and like we went to the top floor and smoked that fucking blunt up on that John like gangsters. We were
And
so like it's
literally,
stupid, but
literally
yeah,
walked
we
out of that joint,
definitely,
walked out of the joint high as a kite.
bro. Like yeah, U Pitt is forever ours. Like I own that university
Definitely,
as far as I'm concerned. And
definitely.
yo, Udell, do you remember the dumbass shit me and Brandon G did in Udell?
I mean, if
Bro,
you
we
told me, I would remember. Didn't you someone like break a light or some shit?
no, bro, we went and like this is show how stupid we were. We went into somebody's mailbox and like I think one of it, I forget which one, but like we found a credit card in the mailbox and was like trying to scheme like, yo, we could like activate this drawing. Like, and then like I don't know, I just remember like looking back and like later someone was like, yeah, it's like a felony or something. And I'm
Right,
like, we're fucking retarded. Like
right. To go buy
we're
some
just
food or some shit.
yo, we were just like, yeah, the road trip was definitely what are some other like memories that like
I
stand
mean, I,
out?
I mean, I just remember your legendary car. That was the Pontiac you had, right?
The
That shit.
Pontiac. Yo, do you remember the name of that car?
I don't.
Jill Barrett.
That's incredible.
Jill Barrett.
That's
Called my
incredible.
mom knew and everything, dog. And yeah, now I guess I gotta have Jill and Ellen on this joint now.
Definitely.
But yeah, I'll never forget. You remember Kramer, of course,
Hmm.
David Kramer. And
Yep.
literally the day I got that joint, I like pulled up on him and was like, yo, we were like he was like, yeah, we were so stoked. And I was like, yo, I was like, what should I name it? And immediately he was like, Joe Barrett. Because we both like loved her. And I was like, yo,
Right.
it's official. Like,
That's incredible. No, I forgot
yeah,
about that.
dog.
But no,
Yeah, so
I just remember Illmatic too. Like, of course, we had Nas just on absolute repeat that whole time.
damn, it's crazy. We was definitely bumping all the music, smoking a hella blunts inside Jill Barrett. Sounds
Right.
crazy to say.
When put like that.
Yo, yeah, for sure. Yo, yeah. I feel like I told you, but recently, maybe like 3 months ago, I saw Ellen, and
Oh yeah, you did mention that. Yeah, yeah,
bro,
yeah.
that shit was epic, bro. She like randomly did some like nursing hospital mission to like this border town near the Ecuadorian. It's like it's 8 hours for me, but like I live in the most random southern Ecuador. Nobody will ever be close for no reason. And
Right.
like I was also like, there's a lot happening. I'm like, bro, Ellen's like I got, and literally my therapist was like, don't let that adventurous spirit kill you, like die. Like she's pretty much telling me like I have to combine like my new spiritual Ian with my wild ass Ian. And so she was like, bro, like you still need to be adventurous, even if it's like going climbing up the mountains or whatever. And like she said that a week before Ellen was in Peru. And I was like, bro, I gotta go pull up on Ellen. And bro, that was legendary, dog. Like,
That's tough.
that was
I remember
super cool. And yeah, I'm trying to get her and Jill to come out. She really wants to go to Galapagos. Yo, you might have to come too, dog. Like
Galapagos. I've always wanted to go see them giant ass tortoises.
bro, stack your bread, bro. Me and my mom are going in February.
Is it your first time?
Yeah. First time for sure. Like even like I haven't really done that much traveling in Ecuador. Like my traveling was like trying to find my home, and I found my home, and like I've been here, you know.
Hmm.
But it's cool because like I'm just surrounded by so much beauty. Like I'm in the Andes. The Amazon forest isn't too far. Like the beach is pretty far, but like even so, there's like fucking Cebu forest. There's just like crazy shit everywhere.
I'm sure
So
that should look beautiful from all your pictures and shit.
yeah, I'm trying to and you know I'm trying to get everybody to come, dog. Like and like we're building up, like we have an Airbnb now that's got 3 beds. We're working on dormitories for like cheaper options where it's just like a room and a bed that might be like
For like a night or
$10 a night.
something.
And Leisha, like the founder, owner, whatever the company, she's so cool. Like she's like like if you want, you could probably work the farm for like a few hours and just stay for free, possibly. Like it's not like we're all about the barter system. We're trying to move out of the capitalist paradigm. So it's like, bro, like we like we're she's so willing to accommodate our friends, my friends and the team's friends. So it's like I'm trying to tell people like it's good. It's so much better than going to like fucking Paris or wherever the fuck people go. Like,
Right.
yo, like you gotta
Stand like
come, dog.
standard. No, for sure, dude. I've always wanted to go down. I've never been. Mexico is the furthest south I've been in the
Mm,
Americas.
bro, you gotta come. Another thing that's why I like, bro. Like I don't know. I have another like mindset that I've realized like people get old and like oh I'm old now, but like I'm about to be a young ass 60-year-old. Like fuck out of
Yeah.
here. Like I'm just I'm trying to rock out. Like I said, like and like life is so long, bro. I'm 33. Like when I'm 60, I'm still gonna be active, and like that's why I'm taking care of myself so much right now, and that's why I'm wealthy. So like you can be like, yo, Nori, like let's go to fucking Algeria, bro. Like for
Right.
those that know, yeah,
You've
yo,
always
hey,
to come to Algeria.
bro. Actually, dog, yeah. I was talking to Tamar, and it's been about an hour, so can wrap this up soon. But I was talking to, we could just like talk off the recording. But I was talking to Tamar and about you somehow, well, because we were gonna talk, and she's like Algerian, like that's super interesting. So like, like tell me about your Algerian roots, like.
Well, that's where my pop is from, and he's from a town like an hour outside of the capital, Algiers, mountain town. It's dry. It's not like desert, but it's like a really dry place. Like it gets hot as shit, dry heat. And I've been out there like a couple times, and that's like it's crazy because that's pretty much where most of my family is. Like in the States, I got aunt, uncle, two cousins, a couple second cousins, and that's it. And then in Algeria, like it's a whole tribe of like my family. So it's like just like that experience, a to like see, that you're from somewhere different and you have roots, but like to be able to like go and like trace it type, like there's like a whole family tombstone out there that like all my dad's ancestors are buried in and shit like that. It's like it's just like you're saying, it's like more of like a deeper connection feeling type of thing. And I always, always carried that with me. Like I never really viewed myself as like fully American. Like obviously I'm American. I'm from Philadelphia, but like I always
Yeah,
kind of had
you got this Sunni John going, like,
right,
bro.
right. Now I'm
Inshallah, dog. Like,
exactly. But but
yeah,
but I don't know. Like I just feel like that was always a part of me. Like just having kind of sort of like you're saying in a different way. Like the two sides of it. It's not like I was just coming in looking at it as a white person or a mixed person or an Arab person. Like I just kind of had that sort of mix viewpoint.
right. That's dope. That's dope. And what's your mom's ethnicity?
She's Jewish. She's from Queens. Her dad and like his family, they're like from like Russia, like they're in like the Russia
Ah,
area.
Russian. Interesting.
Um, some other
Inf
things, not just Russian, Polish. There's some Polish in there somewhere.
Word,
But
word,
yeah,
word, word.
I don't really have as much knowledge about that side of my family. For no good reason, really. I mean, my grandpa's still here. We talked to him about it, but it's like I feel like he doesn't even really carry himself with that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't
Mm,
grow up on that side of the family celebrating any special holidays besides like any of the Jewish holidays that you would do if you're Jewish. But like it's not like there was like
right.
a full Independence Day or some shit that like we were celebrating growing up. So I really never had that like direct connection to them. They were just from New York.
Right. Yeah, that's super real. Okay, yo. So let me tell you about this. And I have a feeling that like we might just let this shit rock and post editing, I'll just do whatever I gotta do. It might have to be part two, me and Nor. Just whatever happens. Okay, so I've always known I'm half black and I'm half white, right? But a couple years back, my mom got me for my birthday the African DNA ancestry thing, and like I came back that on my black side, like it's 100%, so 50% of my DNA was actually Yoruban. And have you ever heard of Yoruba?
No, I
Yoruba?
was about to say.
Cool. Okay, cool. So Yoruba is they say so it's one of the they say it's one of the three tribes of Africa, excuse me, of Nigeria. And Yorubans are also in a country called Togo and Benin. But pretty much like I ended up learning like I'm Yoruban and I started doing all this research. And like, bro, like it just like empowered me as a human being. Like one, they call it one of the tribes of Nigeria, but really it's like an empire, bro. Like they've been like Yoruba has been a thing since like 5,000 years, like 2,000 years before Jesus. They found the first ever signs of like iron use. So they were making iron before anybody like that they found yet. And it was just like massive empire in West Africa. And like, and it's also a religion. Yoruban is like a spiritual religion. And like, obviously they don't teach us anything about that. But have you heard about Santeria? Santeria?
Mm-mm.
So that is it's like a Cuban religion. And it's like in Cuba, they call it like kind of like voodoo or whatever the case may be. But like I learned that as like the Yorubans got stolen. Not only did they get stolen, so crazy aspect of it. So I was thinking, I was like, yo, how am I 50% Yoruban? Like how, like, when people get ancestries, it's like 20%, 20%, 4%, all this
Right,
percentage. For
right.
me, like my mom was literally like I want to say 95% Sicilian and like 5% Greek, because like the Greeks conquered Sicily at some point, whatever. And on the black side, it was like straight Yoruban. So I'm like, how am I just like pretty much Sicilian and Yoruban? That's super crazy.
Right.
And so I started doing more research. And what I learned was that so the Yorubans were one of the last peoples in Africa to get taken on the slave trade to the United States. Like a lot of the Yorubans actually arrived in the States after slavery was technically abolished, even though like they still had it for years. And it's because it was the Oyo Empire, but the Yoruban Empire was such a strong empire. Like they wasn't having like none of the white people like you're not stealing us, bro. Like you want to come in here, it's war. So the colonialists would take people from other places. But then in like the early 1800s, I want to say there was civil war within the Yoruban Empire, and it like started breaking down, and there was like all this whatever tragedy and shit. And then that's when other tribes started selling the Yorubans to America. So and like so I'm like, oh shit, like that makes more sense. And then I saw this documentary and it was called The Last Living Slave. And it was a Yoruban guy who was like born and raised in Nigeria, remembers his life in Africa. He's like, and I think when he was like 16, he got stolen. And this was like way after slavery had been abolished, but they were still doing it. Um, Took him over, and then not too long afterwards, he got freedom, like maybe like 10, 12 years, moved to I think it was New York, like lived out his whole life in New York. And then he lived until like 105 or some shit. And my man's last name is Lewis. And I'm like, yo, bro, like that might have been my ancestor.
That's wild.
Like, so that's why I think that that's the reason why I'm straight Yoruban is because like it was just one generation. Like they got taken, and then they had kids, and then they got free, which is a whole nother story until now. But it's like I'm like, oh shit, like I'm not like maybe like it's a lot, but like 200 years ago, probably less, my ancestors got taken. Where like there are some people that got taken in like the 1500s and like just been in America for years and years. So then I started learning about like that culture, and I'm like, bro, I'm fucking Yoruban, dog. Like it was just empowering.
It's
I
crazy because I've never even heard of that. So that's crazy. I'm
oh,
gonna have to.
it's there's a like that I've become like a student of history. Like I kind of got to chill a little bit and like it's time for me to make money and stop learning so much. But like there's just so much shit they don't tell you about. It's
For
like
sure.
just so much, and it just changes my whole view on the world. And that's like earlier when I said like Christopher Columbus ain't set foot in America. Like there's so much shit like that. Like they tell us this like little washed down story, but it's like the real story is where the meat and potatoes is, and like that shit is. So yeah, I'm like I want to go to fucking Algeria. I want to go to Tunisia. I want to go to Carthage, like
Hmm.
the ancient city of Tunisia, that like Roman like. But like I
Yeah.
said, bro, I gotta get this bag, and it probably won't be till I'm like 50 some. But I'm trying to be old man like us traveling. And that's another thing, like, it's a big sacrifice being here, but like I still dream about like, reuniting with the homies when we're like 50 with kids. And like I'm not about to be like, oh, I'm old, I can't. Like, no, I'm about to be trying to like unite the world.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of our friends have that young spirit too. Like I I don't think anyone's gonna hang it up too early.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, I guess it's also like it's a new generation. So like with the internet, we can see that like we don't have to go along with that bullshit. Oh fuck, Blair left. Okay, wanna one more picture, bro.
These
So what
pictures are
comes
great,
up?
by the way.
I know, bro. What comes out with this?
This night was fucking one of the has to be probably
Oh
just
no!
one of the
Oh
most
my
best nights
internet.
ever.
I hope I'm getting this reaction.
Can you hear me? Can you see me? I don't know if this is still going, but I'm just gonna keep going anyway. This was probably one of the best nights ever. We were this was the Super Bowl, right? Or was it the
All
parade?
right, we back. We back. All right. I hope this was so you just cut out on me. So I hope I got all that. Sometimes it cuts out for me because my internet is trash and they can still see it. But yeah, this is right after the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
This was just by far probably one of the best nights of our lives. Like, obviously, we're all sick Philadelphia sports fans who needed to see one of our teams finally win,
Yo,
and we all
seriously.
needed that. But like, bro, it was like it felt like a civil war that night, yo. Like we ran out of Blair's crib, and it was like run to Broad, like bring all your fucking shit, let's go, like we're out, and just like that. I don't know, man. That was just a crazy good night
Yeah, that was so fun, dog. Like what? And look at Blair, bro. Look at Blair.
in the fucking dog suit because hungry dogs run faster. Those fucking fools.
Yo, yeah, this was epic, bro. That was such a yeah. They won one. Thank God.
Right. And just being on Broad, like it was just like a feeling of like elation the whole night.
Everybody was so happy, bro.
Like literally, bro. Like you never seen that many
So
emotions ever. Like
I know I've never seen people feeling so nice to each other.
exactly,
It was
exactly.
amazing. Yeah, dog.
And
This
just
shit was
thinking
really
about all the like babies that were conceived that night and all the
yo,
people who got married and shit just because the Eagles won a Super Bowl.
damn, that's real. I never thought about it like that.
That's some
Yes,
cultural impact shit right there.
it is true. It is true. Yeah.
That's
We
that's just
witnessed
another
that
one of those
together,
things.
baby.
Right, right. That's what I was gonna say. That's just another one of those things. Like, I feel like never on purpose. We just have always found ourselves in like these big life memories and moments to where like
Mm,
that. Okay, cool. Like that was the Super Bowl, and like clearly we're gonna remember that forever. But like, there's just a lot of like times I feel like that we've had with Blair and just with you and me. But like they just seem like momentous times, like stuff to remember. You know what I mean? Like that you just wouldn't forget, really.
yeah, I do feel like that, bro. I
And
do
it's not
feel
like
like
we ever
that.
tried to do it on purpose like that. It's like it just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah, that's one thing that's true, man. I feel like our friendship and like a lot of just the friend circles, it was very like organic. Where and
Definitely.
it was just true, pure love. Like we just loved each other so much, and we still do. But like obviously, if you want to be with somebody, like it was just bound to happen, bro. It was
And
bound
Philly's
to
just such a
happen.
small world too. Like the fact that you knew Zay and Brandon for forever, and then I became friends with Brandon in fucking fifth grade, and then he introduced me to Zay, and then we were all hanging out at that point. Like that, like it's just like we always had those connections, kind of.
Right, dog. All right, yo, tell me more about that, dog. Tell me more about Zay and BG, bro.
Those are the homies, man. I mean, again, those are just like the people when you look back at like our childhood, just like all the fucking the innocent fun times, like in the back alley throwing the football around, like ripping around the city, going up Germantown, Wayne Ave, like bro, all the fucking crazy shit that we like saw and experienced just on from fucking dumbass Wayne Ave, like that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, seriously, dog, man. See, that's the type of shit I miss. Just like Zay hitting me up, like, yo, we rolling up in the alley, slide through. I'm like,
Exactly.
sounds about right.
And like
Like,
freestyling in the garage out
oh my
and
God.
all that.
Yo, random thing, bro. Zay's mom, bro, you gotta come even more now. Zay's mom has been to Ecuador 5 times.
I
And
remember that now that you're mentioning that. She does go down
bro,
there,
she
right?
loves it. And so the last time we were here, and like I hung out with Zay's mom and Uncle Paul. It's crazy because I spent so much time in his basement, like just playing video games and blowing and doing whatever. And then for like, I've talked to him for maybe like 30 seconds in my life. Like I spent so much time in this man's house, And then randomly he just like comes to Ecuador and like he's fucking playing my girl's drum and like I'm
Right,
just like,
right.
what is going on, bro? Hey,
Crazy.
I'm trying to get Zay down here too, but I'm telling y'all, it's like you, Zay, BG, but like we all came down, bro. Oh my
Right.
god,
That would be
man.
so much fun.
Yeah, bro. We got like I'm forever gonna try to get that shit to happen.
Definitely.
But yeah, bro, I think it's been a good draw. Like, is there anything else like we do you wanna touch on for the homies with Blair and Nuri? Yeah, I'm gonna tell Blair to tell his what the fuck are they called? Pen charter friends. You gotta send this to all the homies.
Right.
Like that's what I do with everyone. And and yeah, man, I love you, dude.
I love you too, bro. I'm glad you did it because, like you said, you know us. You know how you needed to make this happen in this way, and I'm glad that you did because it probably would have never fucking happened anyway. So
Yo, seriously, this might be the world's only surprise podcast.
the pop
Like,
up pod.
your pop-up pod. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. I'm sure someone probably did it, but like we did it. So
Yep,
so yeah,
definitely.
man, definitely yeah, I'm gonna try to stay in touch and Uncle Nori, bro.
I know,
Uncle
man.
Nori,
Life
dog.
is crazy, man. Life is crazy, bro. And I do appreciate your email threads too. Like it's just a nice
Hey.
it's just one of those things. I always read them. It's like, all right, cool. We don't talk for a couple of weeks, but like it's exactly what you're doing it for, to like keep everyone up to date and included, and it's like just that sense of community. I feel like you do a good job at just like harboring that shit, even though you're like halfway across the world. so
Hmm. Yo, I
so I do appreciate
appreciate
that.
that. Yo, I really appreciate that so much because I don't know who reads them, John, still. Yo, it's crazy. I started that in 2014.
I know. I remember.
And like I still like sometimes I send them out. I'm like, nobody's reading this John no more. Like
Nah,
who like
it's bro.
but like yeah, bro, that warms my heart, dog, for real. And that's why I do it, because it's moments like this.
Definitely.
Damn, dog, that's the well, yeah. On that note, that's the perfect end. To any of the homies still watching, appreciate y'all. Holla at me. I'm trying to get y'all on this drone. Nori, I love you. And yeah, well, let's stay in touch. I'll rap with you
Definitely.
soon.
Definitely. Sounds good, bro.
All right,
Peace.
peace.